Okay, great. Welcome to the virtual info day. I'm Bill Lam. I am a senior lecturer in the Department of Sports, Physical Education and Health. And I am here to present to you the information about our program, which is Physical Education and Recreation Management. And it's a bachelor degree. Right. So if everyone can hear me clearly, I'm gonna show you the PowerPoint, and I think it will take a bit more than half an hour, and then I will let you ask questions. And of course, you can ask me in English or Cantonese or Mandarin. That's fine. I can understand. If you ask me in English, I will answer you in English. If you ask in Cantonese, I will answer you in Cantonese. Okay. So from the PowerPoint, I will introduce to you our program structure, what kind of courses that we offered in the program, and also we'll talk about the practical side of the program, and then I'll talk a little bit about employment. Yeah, what kind of job that the graduates will take on. Yeah, something like that. And then we will talk a little bit about the sports facilities that we have in HKBU. Those this a very important provision for the program, right? And then I will talk a little bit about admission, what kind of scores in terms of your DSE score. And I will also talk a little bit about special admission schemes. There are quite a number of them. And so I think I need to introduce that to you. So that is what I'm gonna present to you in the following PowerPoint. Yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at this. Okay, so this is Bachelor of Arts degree in Physical Education and Recreation Management, and that is an honors degree. And take a look at our graduates. Okay, we have in total since 1992. We have total 1,103 graduates. So we have a long history. And the first cohort is from 1992. So it's already close to 30 years from now. So we have a long history. And this year, we have admitted 27 students in the year 1 and 28 students in year 3. So let's take a look at the program structure. Okay, this is a 4-year program, and in those 4 years, you have to complete 128 units of courses. And out of this 128 units, 66 units is on physical education and recreation management. And I have divided our 66 units into the following 4 aspects. Yeah, some of it is theory courses, and that is 48 units, and also skill courses, 8 units, and this is an important part, the internship, and that is 4 units, and then you have to take on an honors project, and that one is 6 units. That total 66 units. So those units is on PERM, Physical Education and Recreation Management. All right. These are the theory subjects. I mean, theory courses. Some of the sports science courses will be human anatomy and physiology, exercise physiology, sports and exercise psychology, prevention and care of sports injuries. Okay, on recreation management, we have courses like recreation programming and event management, facilities management, sports media, and public relations. Yeah, these are the theory subjects. Yeah, so these are mainly in the classroom. So I have told you that you have honors project during year 3, year 4. You have to take on an independent studies, right? And to prepare you to take on that honors project, there are some courses to prepare you. Those are test and measurement and research methods. Yeah, on the screen you can see they are in the lab. Yeah, when they are taking on these theory subjects before doing the honors project. All right, so much for all the theory subjects. And let me introduce to you some of the practical side of the course. And if you remember, we have 8 units of skill courses, right? So you have to choose from all these kinds of sports. You have to choose 8 of those, okay? And right here on the left-hand side, these are the core subject. Everyone, it is compulsory. You have to take it. Yeah, conditioning and fitness, dance, gymnastics, outdoor pursuits, swimming, and track and field. So everyone in the program, you have to take these sports skills courses. And on the right-hand side right here, we have different kind of racket sports or ball games and martial arts. So you, every one of you will choose 2 from this group of elective courses, skill courses, right? And then I have told you that this is an important part, right? The internship, okay? We have 2 parts in the internship, and we have the local internship. So a student will be placed, or I should say attached to organizations or company to do internship. Okay, attached, those are attachment program. And so you will have to do around 250 hours of work in all these kind of organization locally. And also we have another 250 hours of international internship. We call that overseas placement. And we have collaboration with these organization overseas, no matter it is the United States Disney World, Club Med, or campsites in United States of America or Taiwan, Outward Bound, Sports Singapore, and University of Taipei. Of course, as of now, international travel is still limited. So we hope that international travel will resume when COVID is under control. And then after that, these overseas internship will resume. But if international travel is still limited, what we do is we replace this with local internship. So you have, say, altogether 500 hours. Okay. Of course, we will. Let's keep our finger crossed, and when COVID is under control, and these overseas internship will resume. So these are some of the practical sides of the program. We treasure that a lot. So students get practical experience, not just in the university, not just in the classroom, but actually place in the real world, working in different organizations, applying what they learn in school, yeah, and also observe what the real world is going on in the sports field. Right, exchange program, yeah, we also have tied with different university, no matter it's in Australia, UK, USA, Korea, Taiwan, and even as far as Norway. Same with the internship. We hope that all these can resume when COVID is under control. Right, on the right-hand side here, but still, I think sports kind of have resumed. So we have the standard charter marathon tomorrow, right? Yeah, and you see, this is a quite major sports event in Hong Kong, and some other major sports event will be like Rugby 7. I think in a number of years, the All China game will also be in Hong Kong, right? So when all these major sporting event is in Hong Kong, as a university students, and you should, we will place you there to what we call services learning, yeah, to see how these major event is being hosted in Hong Kong. You will be a helper. You will help to get all these major sports events to be organized in Hong Kong. So those are services learning. All right. Okay, this one is student association. Okay. So our PERM program and students have that academic society, and regularly they organize study tours, and they also organize competitive sports events and annual dinner, and you see is quite a lot of variety, and these are some of the photos that they took a few years ago. Right. Let's move on to the employment. And after you graduate from the program, these are some of the information. Yeah, our graduates in 2021, 68 graduates, and 2020, 55 graduates. In 2019, we have 51 graduates, and we have this data. And when they graduate, they are employed in all these organizations, and their average salary is close to 22,000, and it's ranked number 7 in 79 programs in HKBU. Not bad. So those graduates graduate after they graduate, they are employed in government department like leisure and cultural services department, so LCSD. Usually they are in the middle management position, and like assistant leisure services manager 2, yeah, ALSM 2, and the starting salary is quite high. Not only in LCSD, a number of them also are employed in the disciplinary forces like fire department and and um, and the like. Yeah, and they are also employed in national sports association like football association, cricket, uh, swimming association. So our graduates are uh, a lot in this field. Yeah, the NSA, and some of them also employed in private club, fitness center, and also campsite, and also in some of them in sports marketing field. I think a few days ago, Swire Resources, which is a sports uh, sports clothing, sports goods retailing company, which is pretty big. You know of Gecko Sports, you know of and Marathon Sports, and all these shops are under these retailing companies, Swire Resources, and they call us and to see if our students would like to collaborate with them and work as their intern, and we'll have all these kind of working partnership with the commercial company, which is pretty good. So after the employment, let's move on to the facilities. And from the pictures, from the PPT, you can see this is our laboratory. Okay, a lot of state-of-the-art equipment there. And here is the sports facilities in HKBU. This is Whitehang Sports Center, which is built it opened in 1990. So it's it's old, but in recent years, we have done major renovation to it. So you can see within, these are all brand new and pretty good facilities that are supporting our PERM program. So we have a very good fitness room. We have multi-purpose gymnasium, dance room, and we also have a swimming pool, a short pool, yeah, 25-meter, and this is a heated pool. It's good during winter. We'll keep the water warm, so classes could be conducted there. On the rooftop, we have also tennis court, squash court. Not only the Whitehang Sports Center, we also have other multi-purpose gymnasium in the campus. Those are Stephen Hui Sports Hall and these sports hall, right? And these are outdoor facilities, a joint sports center. This is jointly owned by PolyU University, PolyU, CityU, and HKBU. You can see that we have this 11 aside, natural grass, pitch, and a 400-meter track and field stadium. Yeah, these are all internationally certified, and so international competition is, is up to that standard. Yeah, and we have the tennis court, and so these are outdoor facilities, and a lot of inter-varsity competition. So competition among university is held here. Okay, no matter it's tennis or soccer and track and field. And we also have a multi-purpose hard court right here. It's kind of small. Well, because of the COVID situation and all these indoor game has to move outdoor. And for last year, the intervarsity basketball game and handball is also hosted right here. All right, so those are pretty good facilities that we have. And now move on to the admission. Okay, these are the score that I think that would interest you. In 2020-2021, the average admission score, the DSC admission score to PERM program is 25.6, and this year the admission score is 25.76. So these are the 6 subjects that is being counted in calculating that admission score. And the 6 subjects is Chinese, English, mathematics, liberal studies, and 2 elective subjects. Yeah, I know you will have questions, and I will have Q&A time for you to ask questions. So be patient. Let me go through my presentation first. Okay, so after seeing the admission score, let's take a look at the special admission scheme. There are quite a number of it. And on the right-hand side, I hope everyone can see that the school nominations direct admission scheme. And this is new, okay? So it's kind of like the school principal's nomination scheme, except this is, let me introduce, talk to you a bit of the difference, okay? The difference here is has to be, of course, nominated by the secondary school principal. So if you think of enrolling in this admission scheme, you have to be nominated by the principal, okay, the school principal. So you have to talk to them, okay? So you have to, if you're so interested into the PERM program, you have to put PERM as the Band A choices, and right. And in terms of why you are being admitted, you see, if it is strictly JUPAS, it is the DSE score that is important, right? But with this scheme, DSE score is not applicable. So you must have some kind of achievement. I think the achievement for you could be academic and non-academic. So the non-academic will be, I would say, mostly because of you have very good sports achievement, okay? So you represent Hong Kong internationally, participated in sports competition, and you have very good result from that. This kind of thing. I'm uh, talking about the examples. Okay, if you are that kind of good athlete, and so you can talk to your school principal if the school could because each school they can the principal can only nominate 2 students. Okay, um, you will have to, if you enroll into this scheme uh, and you apply for this program, our program will interview you. Okay, and if you are a suitable candidate, we will give you firm offer uh, before the DSE result. Okay, so if we offer that, give you offer, uh, you can take it or not taking it, because uh, you can still wait for your DSE result, yeah, and then decided that you want to go into other program. But we definitely, if find that if you are a suitable candidate, we will give you firm offer before the DSE result is released. So that's why I'm saying that DSE result is not part of the consideration, but of course, we will look at your secondary school, especially the Form 5 and Form 6, uh, the the academic result there, and also consider whether your sports achievement is good enough. All right. So that is one of the schemes. And other one is the Hong Kong Government Scholarship, Multifaceted Excellence Scholarship. Okay. This one has been on for a number of years already, and number of nomination by each secondary school is 1. Okay, and the government will interview you because it's by the 政府民政事務局. Okay, and they will interview you, and after you pass that interview, our program will also interview you, and that will take place in June. Okay, again, you have to place the PERM as in your choice A. Okay, and again, we will give you conditional offer, as not a firm offer, conditional offer before DSE result is released. And the conditional offer is you will have to at least meet the minimum requirement of entering the program. Okay. Yeah. So after the JUPAS result is released, then we will give you firm offer. And then this one is this scheme, not by government, not by the school. This is by the university. We call this Elite Athlete Admission Scheme, EAAS. So take a look at that. What do we mean by elite athlete? Again, you are representing Hong Kong, so you are Hong Kong representative in terms of your sports, um, uh, and you have been participating in international sports competition, and you got good results. So you have, when you make application, you have to upload all the proof or the recommendation from the NSA and all this kind of thing. Okay, and we will interview you also. And if you go through this scheme and you get also good DSE result and you get admitted to the university, not just applying in PERM program, because this is a university scheme. So all the programs in HKBU, if you apply and you get in, and you also uh, um, apply for this scheme, you will be given scholarship. And this scholarship is helping the current athlete. They are pursuing their sports, but at the same time, they want to start their university education. So to support them, we will give you scholarship. It could be a full tuition, 42,000, or half scholarship, 21,000 per year. Yeah, I hope you recognize some of these faces. Yeah, Chen Hoyuan Daniel Chan, one of our current students who participated in the this year Tokyo Special Olympics. Yeah, and Joey Chan, a gold medal in squash. She participated in 2018 Asian Games. Right. So these are some of the representative in the EAAS students. Okay, so much for this special admission scheme. Now move on to associate degree courses. Okay, yeah, you have seen the admission score to be admitted to PERM, the 6 subjects. The average score is close to 26, right? And so if of course, I hope everyone in right now you get very high score and you get admitted to the program. But what if it is lower than that and you are not admitted, but still you want to uh, um, get into the program still? Yeah, think about I give you other routes. Okay, so we have associate degree in HKBU, and we call that Associate of Science in Sports and Recreation Studies. Okay, that is an associate degree. If you study there for 2 years and you graduated with that associate degree, and you have now another options to get into the PERM program. So that will be a non-JUPAS track. Okay, and if you graduated from the associate degree, you will be admitted to the program, the PERM program at year 3, or you can choose to another route, which is we also have an Excel finance program, which is sports and recreation leadership. Yeah, so this is a top-up degree. Okay, right. So that's the information I want to pass on to you. And right here, I have a QR code. We have put together a virtual platform. We call that a booth. Yeah. So if you scan this QR code, the information that I have just talked to you about is also up there. So scan the QR code and you will get into that link. And so again, thank you for your participation. Do you have any question? Okay, let's take a look at one of these questions. Um, for the first question, you are talking about a national diploma in sports, BTEC level 3. I'm not sure what it is. Can you elaborate a little bit on this one? Tevin Yum, and you have asked a question about this. You see, I haven't heard of this. Is this course in Hong Kong? BTEC. Okay, it is a diploma program in UK. So are you in Hong Kong now, or you are in UK? Okay, so if it is a diploma program, um, so if you are interested in get into our PERM program, are you interested in getting in year 1 or year 3? I assume, let's say you want to get into year 1 program. Um, the result, the academic result of your program, because you see, to get into the university, is either through the JUPAS track or non-JUPAS track. If it is through the JUPAS track, it has to be the DSE, the Hong Kong uh, Diploma of Secondary Education exam result. And with your result in UK, you will be applying to our program through the non-JUPAS track. And still, you can, that's a different story. And then send in the information. We welcome your application. We will assess what kind of result that you have so that we can make equivalent. So I hope I answer your question. And so to get into the university in Hong Kong, we have 2 tracks, okay? One is JUPAS track, one is non-JUPAS track. In the non-JUPAS track, we have all different kind of um, uh, academic results, no matter it's diploma program, diploma program. So yeah, send in your result, apply for it, and we'll look into your academic result and see if you are qualified for entering the year 1 or even to year 3 entry. Okay, I hope I answer your question. Okay, another question is, what's the GPA requirement for year 3 entry? Okay, you are in a high dip program. In which institute? I'm looking at the Hong Kong U Space. Okay. I think we have admitted some of the Hong Kong U Space students, and their GPA is really high. I think is close to 4. Okay, so if you're thinking of if you're enrolling in a Hong Kong U Space program, is it something about sports? Yeah. I can't say that we have a definite GPA passing point. Um, So as high as possible. I based on my past experience, 3.8, 3.9 something. So I hope I answered the same question. If you're in VTC, also in diploma program or high diploma program, and same. If you want to get into the year 3, you have to have very high GPA, because I would say the competition is fierce. Okay, and you have to be good in sports. And so when you apply, you have to upload a lot of your sports experience, all kinds of recommendation from the your school or your past experience. Okay, what kind of awards or winning or any kind of sports competition. So, and also the academic result, the GPA has to be quite high. Yeah, that's all I can say. Yeah, close to 4. Okay, I'm looking at a question. 學生用2020成績 you mean Vanessa Lam 已達入收生平均分 Okay, if you are using a DSE result, no matter it is from 2021 or 2020 or even some academic result, the DSE result, the past DSE result, marks will not be deducted, of course. Yeah, your DSE result is marks will not be deducted, of course. And if your DSE result is good, is as high as I've told you. The average score is 26 in 6 subjects, right? And if you're reaching that kind of score, we don't look at your sports performance. Yeah, when we admit JUPAS students, it's strictly based on the DSE score. So I hope I answer your question. 如果學生想透過 non-JUPAS 入學 interview 嘅形式會如何進行？Well, panel 有一個 panel 會產生啦，咁幾個老師咪同你有一個嘅面談啦，咁中英文都會用到啦，問翻關於你點解想修讀呢個科目啦，咁係一個面談嘅形式咯， Can you still be a PE teacher without the PGDE? Uh, I would say no, you cannot, because I don't think principals, the school principal, will hire a teacher without the teaching certificate. What can you do with only associate or high D? What do you mean by what can you do? Of course, you can uh, go for job hunting, uh, and if you want to further your studies, of course, with associate degree or with higher diploma, you can apply for the PERM program through the non-JUPAS track. And if you're good in sports and you have a high GPA, uh, you will be able to get into the PERM program year 3. Okay. Will the interview in virtual or face-to-face? Face-to-face. Of course, it's a bit too far away from now. The interview will be conducted early next year, and it really depends on the COVID situation. If it is as steady as now, we will try to get you come in and do the interview face to face instead of virtual interview. Oh yes, yeah. If you're not in Hong Kong, then we can also set up an interview online. Then it could be using Skype or using Zoom, and we can do the interview like that. Okay. 想問下校長直接取錄計劃收幾多人？I really can't answer this question. It really depends on whether you are a suitable candidate, and that's why we need to interview you. Not many, I would say 1 to 2. Which student will be invited for interview? Well, you have to make application, and then we will shortlist you. So those being shortlisted will be interviewed. When is the interview start? It really depends on what kind of, you see, if you are just based on if you are applying to the program through the JUPAS track, it's strictly based on your DSE result. We don't conduct interview for the JUPAS students, okay? The interview is conducted to the special cases, like you apply to the program through the scheme that I've just mentioned, okay? And the interview will be conducted in June, like the school principal the school nomination, yeah, of direct admission, yeah, that will be during June, yeah. 唔係香港隊會唔會冇優勢？會啊。Yeah, we want to make sure you are elite athlete. Yeah. So your sports has to be as good as to the elite level. Because you see, competition is fierce, and of course you can apply, and we will look into your application, what kind of qualification that you have, and do you have any kind of recommendation from NSA? Yeah. A lot of you ask about a GPA requirement. Um, you see, as high as possible for the year 3 group, uh, it is 3 point something. Yeah, it really depends on all the applicants. Yeah, of course we'll try to we'll look into your application, and after the first semester you will get your GPA, right? So send in those first semester GPA. Yeah, no matter it's year 1 or year 3. um, I have to say, if it is based on GPA result is very high, 3.6, 3.7, something like that, no matter it's in year 1 or year 3. Okay, right here, I have a question saying if I apply the, the athlete's admissions schedule, are you talking about the elite athlete admissions scheme? Um, right, and there is an offer for me, is that I just need to meet, no, okay? You see, if you apply through the EAAS, the first thing is you have to be first get into the university through the cheapest DSE result. And so that is about close to 26 in the 6 subjects. And so, yeah, that this EAAS, we will interview you before the DSE result is being released. We will just give you a conditional offer, and the conditional offer means that you uh, that is you have to get admitted to the university through the DSE result. 以往畢業生畢業後於香港足球總會、籃球總會及球會一類工作中，大概會受雇於什麼工作崗位？咁當然係睇下佢哋請啲乜嘢人啦。咁sports executive 咯，大部分都係未去到SSE senior sports executive， 未去到嗰度啊。通常都係啲 sports executive。About the career, can you list out some specific job related to sports media? Oh, some of the they become the sports journalist. Yeah, quite a number of our graduates becomes 體育記者 sports journalist。體育學系讀4年嗎？係4年。想問下面試有冇邊一方面比較睇重，例如態度、性格等等，當然係啦，各方面。What is the requirement for the associate degree? Okay, to get into the associate degree, let's think about you meet the minimum requirement for entering university. So that is 3 and 3 in Chinese and English, in mathematics and liberal studies 2, and then 2 electives subjects will be 3. So 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3. If you get that kind of DSE, you are quite likely, very probable, you will get into associate degree. OK，如果申請運動員計劃收到 offer 嘅話，係咪只要有33233就可以被取錄？唔係。嗱，即係你申請呢個運動員計劃咧，就只不過係話，即係究竟我哋覺得係咪值得俾 scholarship 俾你啦？咁當然係你哋嘅運動成績啊，各樣嘢嘅表現啊，咁樣呢個 OK。咁好啦，我哋覺得啊好喎 offer 俾你啦，不過大前提係你要入得到學 ，OK。咁入得到學咧，就係如果你係 JUPAS 嘅話咧，你一定係要靠你嘅 DSE 成績嘅。咁33233只係一個 minimum requirement，OK。咁所以我覺得你唔會入得到即係如果淨係達到呢一個成績咧，你未必入到 program 咯。除非大學裏邊有一啲嘅 program 咧，咁低嘅成績佢都收嘅。咁 OK 啊，咁所以未必PERM 咧 PERM 就一定係嗰個成績咧，一定係即係高過呢個啦。我頭先都講過嗰個嗰6科嘅 average 係26分啊嘛。咁所以即係我希望你明白如果係 through JUPAS 嚟到去入學嘅咧，你個JUPAS DSE 嗰個成績咧，一定係即係所謂接近26分咯。請問以往 SRL 嘅學生能否申請 PGDE？ 得，可以。我知道有啊，即係無論我哋學校啦，或者係教大嘅啦，中大嘅啦，體藝畢業會否有幫助同優勢？冇乜特別嘅啦，同其他嘅中學一樣係咁樣，冇特別嘅款待咧。